We are now on to problem 2 of the 2015 MIT Integration B, round 1. The definite integral from x equals to -3 to x equals to 5 of the square root of the cube of the absolute value of x. So fairly easy problem. Let's see how we may be able to solve. Let's begin by defining what an absolute value is. So the absolute value of a function fx means that fx remains fx when fx is greater than 0. But if fx is negative or less than 0, then it means we can just append a negative sign to the fx. So what an absolute value is actually looking for is the magnitude of the function at a particular value in the domain x. So in other words, if we have the integral from -3 to 5 of the square root of the absolute value of x cube, square root of the absolute value cube, it means that we will look at when x is negative and when x is positive. And that means when it's negative, it's between -3 and 0. And so at that point, we append a negative sign against the x. So essentially, the x becomes positive. And then obviously in the positive domain, things remain the same. Now, because we've appended x a negative sign to the x when x is negative, it's just the same as the positive stretch from 0 to 3. So what we'll do is we'll just say we are integrating. We have twice the integral from x equals 0 to 3 of the square root of x cubed. And then we'll begin from 3 to 5 and the same function. So that's the same as twice the integral from x equals 0 to 3 of x to the power 3 over 2 plus the integral from x equals 3 to 5 of x to the power 3 over 2. This becomes twice 2 over 5 x to the power 5 over 2 from x equals to 0 to 3, and 2 over 5 x to the power 5 over 2, 3 to 5. What that means is we have we can pull the 2 over 5 out, so we have 4 over 5, 3 to the power 5 over 2 minus 0 plus 2 over 5 times 5 to the power 5 over 2 minus 3 to the power 5 over 2. So we have 4 over 5, that means square root of 3 to the power 5 minus 0 plus 2 over 5 times the square root of 5 to the power 5 minus the square root of 3 to the power 5. So we have 4 over 5 times, we can pull 3 to the power 4 out, so we have 3 squared out times the square root of 3 plus 2 over 5. We can pull 5 over 2, 5 to the power 4 out, so we have 5 over 2 times square root of 5 minus 3 to the power 2 times square root of 3. And this becomes, because we can have this interact with this, so we essentially have 2 over 5 times 3 over 2 times 3 over 2 times square root of 3 plus 2 over 5 times 5 to the power 2 times square root of 5. And so 9 times 2 is 18 over 5 times square root of 3 plus 5 to the power 2 divided by 5, we remain with 5 times 2 is 10 times square root of 5. So essentially what we have, the square root from x equals to -3 to x equals 5 of the square root of the absolute value of x to the power 3 is equals to 18 over 5 times the square root of 3 times 10 to this times the square root of 5. And that is the answer that was required of us.